In this video we're going to be looking at the dynamic panels and how we can use them to transform a B2B site into a more personalised B2C experience while still staying on brand, but in just a couple of minutes. So we begin by going into admin, and we'll now see within the navigation we have pages. So we select pages and we see our advanced pages at the top and our standard system pages underneath. Advanced pages offer more personalisation opportunities. So in this example we want to select our home page. So we're now in the home page and we can make changes to the layout and content. Firstly, the layout. We can now select an alternative layout, and I've selected here the asymmetric split top. So we now have our panels on the left and we can have our other panels on the right. But first of all we want to make a change to the home page. So first of all I'm going to change the centering, and I'm also going to change the content, the background type, the background image, the lightness, background image position. We're happy with this, but we could, if we wanted to, change the actual colour of the text, so we can have light, dark or any other corporate colours. The one thing we do want to do is add a call to action, so I can enable it. I could change the button text if I wish, and the link, and I can now save. And on the right hand side we can see a live dynamic proof of what the page will look like when we actually apply it to the site. So we can see we have a white space on this right hand side, so we're now going to add a new dynamic panel. When we add, we have a choice of 15 different types of panel. So you have the hero panel, you can have images, videos, you can add titles, you can put articles on, or you can add iframes. But in this example we're going to add a new custom panel. So whenever you add any panel you'll always see a library of all the panels created before on the right hand side, because you might want to add it to multiple pages. So we're going to create our new panel for Phil, and Phil has just started and he's a new account manager. So we can select our layout and we can give it a heading, and we can add a subheading if we wish. In this example, because we've already added a call to action, I'll just add the phone number into the subheading. We can add an image, so I've got a picture of Phil there, and we can add some content, and then we can create that panel. So we can now see it's added to the right hand side in the proof, and it's also on the content on the left. So now let's drag and drop and move some of these around on the page. So we can move the ones from the top down, let's give it a bit more balance. And now I think I want to add something a bit more animated to the site. So I wish to add a video. So on my center right I can create a new panel, I can select video, and we can see once again I have my list, my library of all previously created videos. So I wish to create a new panel, so I can select, I can give it a title, I can go down and I can enter my YouTube URL in this instance. I can give it an opening image, but I'm not going to worry about that, but I am going to set it to autoplay, and then I'll save. Then we can see that our panel has been added on the right. So I also wish to make a change to the products. So I can pick up the products, I can move it down into that split, and then I can edit. And you can see here that we can actually select to show any products from the whole catalogue or from a specific category. And we can also change the title. I also wish to add something just to make the page look a little bit more appealing. So in the bottom I'm going to just add an image, and I can select my Paul's Spa image and add that to the base, and we can now see that that shows quite nicely there. So we can now apply all these changes to the main site, and we will go and review just to check. So we can see the page looks much better now, but there is a white space, so we need to make an amend. So we can go back into the admin, select our pages, then the home page, and then we can see where the white space is, but we're going to add a filler, just an image to fill that space. So we're going to pick up the company logo, add that in. We can see that looks great. We can apply it, and then we can go back just to double check. And now we can see the site looks much better. We've got a great hero, a call to action. We've got account manager details. So if anyone has any issues, they can get in touch. All the categories. Don't forget your essentials, those essential products they might want to order. The video, the image, and the nice big image at the bottom there.